Because if that's what it takes to get the debt ceiling raised, Utah Senator Mike Lee says, well, don't bother. Senator, as things stand right now, the appetite in the Senate, I'm told from some of your Democratic colleagues, is for no more cuts pegged to a debt ceiling jump. So this could be a hot issue in 2 weeks, right?
Yes, it could. And unfortunately, I expect that it will be a really hot issue. The time has come for us to make some difficult choices. And at a minimum, I think we have to decide that we're going to make some difficult choices. And that's why I've been pushing the balanced budget amendment, because until that gets in, until Congress restricts its own ability to spend, it's not going to.
Okay, so let's say they keep it at roughly the cut levels we have agreed to on paper, at least right now, the $4 billion or so that were largely, if memory serves me right, Senator, cuts that President Obama himself had outlined. But what if they don't get more substantial than that? Would you vote against raising the debt ceiling?
Oh, yes, I would. And the reason is we will continue to spend as long as we continue to authorize ourselves to spend more than we have. And we have kicked this can far enough down the road. Every time we kick it, it gets more painful. And the next time we kick it, it could kill us. Look, according to the president's own numbers, which are pretty optimistic, by the end of this decade, we'll be spending close to $1 trillion a year just in interest. That's more than we spend on Social Security, more than Medicare and Medicaid combined, more than we spend on defense.
No, I realize that, Senator. So what was this Kabuki Theater 2-week extension about?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I really don't know. Because to extend 2 weeks government funding, but still extend it at a rate that on an annualized basis puts us at spending $1.5 trillion a year more than we have, is just prolonging the problem. It's as though we're out there trimming the bushes in front of a house that's burning, and we're saying, isn't this lovely?
But are there enough senators who feel as you do, and in the House who feel as you do, that this thing doesn't get raised, or does it get raised but squeak through, even without some of the things you want to see done, Senator?
Well, I think when the full continuing resolution comes up for a vote a couple weeks down the road, we're going to find out how many. I do believe that there are a lot who feel that way, a lot in the Senate and a lot in the House. And I think they'll be found in both political parties, in addition to being found in both houses of Congress. It remains to be seen as exactly how many, but this continuing resolution that we're addressing this week could postpone our day of reckoning, our day of discovering who those people are.
All right, but I guess what I'm wondering with this whole theatrics behind just getting this 2-week extension, which really just moved the deadline, it didn't stop it, whether it was worth it then. I mean, 2 weeks is the time in which you essentially said, we've got to get these serious cuts on the table. Democrats say there are no more serious cuts on the table. And you guys are like the Hatfields and McCoys. You couldn't be further apart. So we're going to shut this puppy down, aren't we?
That's right. Look, I have yet to be persuaded.
You're saying that. You're predicting that. That's going to happen.
Yes, I am predicting that there's going to be a lot of contention over this. But again, whether we're extending this 2 weeks at a time or whether we're extending it a year at a time, unless or until we address the problem and we restrict Congress's ability to spend that much, this problem is going to continue.
Okay, Senator, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, now all rise, because this judge was pulling for a shutdown. Judge Enna Napolitano joining me right now.